So I'm back from my 5-week trip to Europe, and as you can see, I brought quite a lot of stationery along the way. So I went to the UK, to London, to Paris, to Italy, then Austria and Switzerland. So along the way I found a lot of cute planners, notebooks, stationery, lots of nice pens, especially pen brands that we can't get here in Australia. So I'll just show you some of the cute stuff that I got. Hopefully I remember where it's all from, fingers crossed. If not, I'll be checking the receipts and I'll include it all in a roundup post, and the link will be in the description box below if you want to check it out, if you want to go and buy some of this stuff yourself. Okay, so it didn't take long for me to find some stationery, literally in Singapore airport. So flew from Brisbane to Singapore and had a layover there before the next flight. Went around the airport and found these. So friction pens. You guys know I love friction pens. However, this type of pen, this style of the friction one, is hard to get here in Australia. So I was like, heck yeah, I want them. And the exchange rate was pretty much on par with Australia, so that was good. It wasn't too expensive. And then also some friction highlighters, can never have too many of those. Also came in this cute case. It was like $30, so I didn't think that was too bad. Cheaper than getting them off eBay. So I've kind of just got it all out of order, just laid out in front of me. So I'm just going to pick up anything and just say where I got it from and what it is, basically. Okay, so Paper Chase. Absolutely loved this shop in London. Had quite a few of them around the place, although not all of them had planners, so I did have to go to quite a few in order to find planners. However, these ones were in pretty much every store. They even had them in train stations, which was quite convenient, like a little sort of like pop-up shop. So some cute pens, very nice, fine tip. Love, love, love the rainbow colors. As you can see, really nice. Can't wait to do pen testing. I'll be doing pen testing for all of this, and the link will be in the description box below. These super cute mini highlighters. I thought these were really good to have in your handbag to take with you because they're so small. Okay, some fine liner pens. Now, to be honest, I can't remember where I got these from. Somewhere in Switzerland. Again, really nice rainbow colors and a brand that I hadn't even heard of. They had lots of stuff that's very European, like Moleskine was everywhere, which again is not very common in Australia. And those Lettrum, however they're pronounced. You know those ones that everyone uses for bullet journaling, all the pretty rainbow colours? They were everywhere as well. And same as Stabilo pens and highlighters. Couldn't resist. I picked up a pack of these. They're nice twin tip ones. You got the fine tip and then also the fat tip. And the prices were similar to what they would be in Australia, like if it was something that was stocked in Australia, which I didn't really get because obviously I've got all that stuff already. But most of it was like standard retail pricing, and the Stabilo stuff I found was a little bit cheaper in Switzerland, probably because it's German and they speak German and you know it's all like close together. Okay, so these ones made in Austria, so these were from the Libro shop, which was kind of like a knick-knacky random assortment like discount store. They had quite a bit of stationery there. And then I found these ones, so they were quite cheap, can't remember how much. I'll try and remember and include it in the post, the prices for all this stuff as well, because I did keep all the receipts. So got some fine liner pens. These ones were from Hema, which was in Paris, which again was another like assorted shop with a whole bunch of stuff, and then a small little stationery section, so I grabbed these ones. Hopefully they're not too bright, especially that yellow. I always worry about yellow pens because they tend to not be able to see the ink, so I'll be interested to see how these ones turn out because again they were quite cheap. Muji, so I was pretty keen to go to Muji. There was a couple of them. I found one, I think it was in Covent Garden. Maybe that was the Moleskine shop. It's all a bit of a blur at the moment. I'll have the full list and everything in the description box below, which will be in the blog post. So Muji pens. They had the cutest pen display. Absolutely loved it. You could do all the testing of all the pens. It was great. I was in heaven. Loved it. Okay, so got all these pens, 0.5. As you can see, lots of pretty rainbow colors. The packaging that it came in broke though. It was a bit, you know, cheap. Obviously I wasn't going to keep them in there long term, and it was kind of annoying to transport because it was round. But anyway, lots of cute pens. Very keen to do some pen testing because these ones are always much hyped about, and usually you have to go away to Japan and Korea and all those sort of places to get them, but they had them in the UK, so that was great. A Paper Chase pen. Couldn't resist buying a pen to see what they're like. This one, which, to be honest, I can't remember where I got it from. I think it was from Paper Chase as well, whatever the Schneider brand is. And this one here, which I think was, again, can't remember where I got it from. It's that Schneider brand. It's a tri-grip pen. Really love Tri-Grip. It might have been from Liberties. I have to double check that. And then another one from Paper Chase, just a single pen. Now these ones, these two-way pastel pen were definitely from Liberties because I got super excited. My mom was rolling her eyes when I found the stationery section. So we've got the dual tip, very handy, and I like that you could use this side as like a highlighter for underlining, and then you've got a pen, so you don't have to carry around multiples, you just carry the one pen that covers everything. Stabilo, there was lots of different Stabilo ones, especially ones that I hadn't seen in Australia, so this pen was quite expensive. I think it was like €350, which is getting a pretty expensive for one pen, but I was curious to try it out, so I got it. And then Faber-Castell pen. For some weird reason, some brands like Faber-Castell and these ones, these Sakura Jelly Roll, are like really hard to get in Australia. I don't know why, but they're just not very common here. So I saw a really nice rainbow pack of Jelly Roll pens in, I think it was Globus department store, which was in Switzerland. It was really pretty pen colors, but I was like, restrain, come on, I'm trying kind of, to cut back on buying so much stationery, so I resisted and didn't get the pack, but I did get one of each type. So I got like the normal Jelly Roll one, I got a glitter one, and then, what was the other one? Oh yeah, the glitter one, and then the other one was like a smooth, part of like a special coloured pack. Anyway, I'll be doing pen testing for all of these and linking below. Then some 2-in-1 highlighters. These ones were from, I think it's Tiger Copenhagen. Again, another kind of random, like a bit of this, bit of that discount type shop. Kind of reminded me of Daiso, if you pronounce it, that we have here in Australia. So they were quite cheap. They're only a couple of bucks for some highlighters. Now, these ones I was pretty excited about. So, you guys know that I love disc-bound systems, right? So this one is kind of similar. It was from Manor Department Store, which was in Switzerland. And they had a whole wall of them. Like, I was like, oh my god, I just about like had to not run to the stationery section when I saw them. It was the first thing I saw, just this whole wall of all these different rainbow colored folders, binders, like plastic sleeve pocket folders. It just looked really nicely presented and had all different colors. I resisted and only brought the green and the pink, but they also had blue, purple, white, black, like tons of other colors. It was really hard to restrain myself. And it was only 8 Swiss franc for this one. So this are really good for recipe organization. I do have ARC disc-bound ones that I use at the moment, but the ARC system has gotten really expensive over the years, and you can only get it from Staples. Like online, you have to pay for shipping. If you're in Australia like I am, you can also do the Mandy disc-bound system as well if you want another alternative, but I just really like these, nice and colorful, and they're pretty cheap, so I'm gonna put some of my favorite recipes in these. And then they had some of the coordinate accessories, so you could buy like the binder, the plastic sleeves and all this stuff all in the one color if you wanted to color code. But again, short on suitcase space, so I just tried to restrain and got this one, which has a pocket folder in the front, a little slip up here. So I thought this would be really good receipts. I can put like 2017 to 2018 receipts and stick it in, and then put like, these are the ones that need to be put into my like bookkeeping system, and then store them in the little zipper pouch thing once they've been recorded, like file them away and put it in a binder. So really like these. I kind of wish that I gotten more now in all different colors so I could color code like personal and business expenses, but anyway, I'll just have to go back again as an excuse to get some more. So more Paper Chase pens, some fine liners, pretty rainbow colors. The pouch thing has already broken though. Don't know if that was in transit because it was getting knocked around in my suitcase a fair bit, or if it's just not that great a quality, but anyway, that was a little disappointing. Okay, so Muji pens again, couldn't resist. I brought like the other pack, and this one, there was heaps more that I wanted to get as well, but I was like, no, kind of restrained, because they were a little pricey. They're about £20, I think. Again, I'll check the receipt and put it all on the blog post. So Muji pens, I really like that they were hexagon, because not many pens come in hexagon. In fact, these are the first that I've found. And again, nice rainbow colors, and this one actually had a sturdy case to keep them in, which I really liked. And then some little sticky notes that I found in this hole-in-the-wall place in Italy. Can't remember the name. It was literally like a whole bunch of kind of random junky stuff, really packed in, like you had to turn on your side to walk down the little aisles. Anyways, €1. I'm not holding out much hope that they're super sticky, but I really liked the colors, so I got it because I couldn't resist. I had no self-control. Okay, planners. So Paper Chase. The last Paper Chase store that I went to was in the train station before I boarded the train from London to Paris. and I was freaking out that they would not have any planners because it was my last chance, the last paper chase that I was able to go to, but thankfully they had planners. So I picked up this one, which is a really cute one. I'll do a full review video for each of these later on. Came with a pen. It was pretty reasonably priced. Again, can't remember off the top of my head. I just know it was reasonably priced. I'll include it in the blog post. Really liked the layout for this planner. After trying so many different planners, I found that I really like days of the week on one side in a simple open-ended layout, perfect for blog post planning and due dates, that kind of thing, and then lined open-ended space on the right to just do a big to-do list. So really liked the layout for this planner, and that it was reasonably priced. Pretty gold foil, can't go wrong. Even the edges of the book are gold foil as well. Love it. Then I also found this planner, the Blessing It one, which is like a business planner. It was okay. I really just wanted it for the one-page layout for like a quick weekly, I guess like priority planning, because it's not a proper planner for like daily, weekly planning. It's more like a business planner, so you could keep it separate. And again, it was pretty reasonably priced, so I said stuff it, I'll get it. Again, no self-control. Okay, so in Switzerland, I think it was called Coop City, a department store. Also had groceries. It was affordable. Loved it. Highly recommend it. Had this, I think it's Adoc or Doc, whatever it's called. Again, kind of like the ARC system with discbound. So it also had refill pages. This one has graph paper, and you can pull it out just like with the ARC system, discbound, like Happy Planner, all of those. And it was only 5.50 Swiss franc for this, which I thought was quite cheap. They also had A4 size, but I thought that would be a bit hard to transport back in one piece because the covers of these are quite flimsy. It's just cardstock. And as you can see, it got a little scuffed in my suitcase when I was lugging it around Europe. And also came with like a bookmark ruler thing, which I thought was pretty good. So really love anything discbound, couldn't resist, so grabbed that one. Came in different colors as well, but I really liked the green. Now Moleskine. Moleskine was everywhere, and it's quite hard to get in Australia. It's not very common. Over there, like every department store, every stationery shop had Moleskine, and those lectern, what? I'm never going to be able to pronounce it. Those planners that everyone uses for bullet journaling that come in like blank line and grid, or grid dot or whatever it is. They were everywhere. Like every single shop had them. Now, I managed to resist those, but I couldn't resist Moleskine. So I found this one in Rome Airport, which I got quite excited about. So it's got like list making. I'll just open it up and show you. List making space. It's supposed to be, I feel like a working person, but I just wanted it for to-do lists because I liked that it had like these little symbols. So you could group your tasks or put your task and then your time or your priority, due date. And there was lots and lots of pages in this book. So I was like, that will last a while. My only gripe with Moleskine notebooks is that I wish they didn't have this book like glue binding because it's really irritating. I hate books like that because they never want to lay flat. As you can see, I'm having a bit of trouble keeping it open. Also had this nice list making space at the back with like wider columns, which I quite liked. So I'll be doing proper review posts for these Moleskine ones later on, trying not to make this video too long. And then the 2018 weekly planner. So like with the paper chase one, I really like planners that have the days of the week and then a line space for list making. So I grabbed this one and got some lines on the right and then the days of the week on the left. Didn't really like that the weekends were combined, but it's such a big space that I figured I could just put any overflow on this side anyway. Maybe like down the bottom, just do another line and just make this Sunday and just take over all the space for Saturday. Anyway, I really wanted to try a Moleskine one, so I grabbed that one. And then at another Moleskine, another shop that had Moleskine, I found this smaller size, which wasn't in the one where I got that one from. So I couldn't resist and I got the smaller version of it as well. So might try both and see which one I like best. I did really like this size one because it's medium. It's not like a full A4 page size. And this one is A5, which can sometimes be a little too small. So hopefully one of them works out well. Okay, so again, days of the week on the left and line space on the right. Just a miniature version of the larger one, exact same otherwise. Now this one was kind of a random one I found in like a bookshop across stationery section in Rome. Can't remember the name of the brand. I'm hoping that it's in there somewhere on the back. I shall have to check my receipt. This one was kind of like an impulse purchase. I just quite liked the different weekly layout. We've got the list making space for each day and then all this space down the bottom. Kind of reminds me of the Passion Planner, the top down, and the Planner Pad, that style of planner where you do like a your scheduling and you've got brain dumping space. It was quite reasonably priced, so I said stop it, I'll get it and give it a go. So that was that one. So on the whole, I noticed that Europeans always do their planners with this book bound style. I don't know what it is, but none of them really had any sort of spiral binding that you get in most American planners. So that was a little disappointing. Again, Moleskine was everywhere. Lots of paper chase stores in London, so make sure you go to a few of them because they each had different stuff. Like the ones in the train station were just mini pop-up ones and didn't have any planners. And then the main ones had that one in the train station. And there's another main one that I wasn't able to get to, but they have a way bigger shop. I think it's on Tottenham Road. I'll include that in the blog post anyway. My light bulb is about to blow. And then, yeah, all these pens. So I'll have it all linked in the blog post below. And all of the pen testing, which I'm going to go do right now. So keen. I'm waiting to do pen testing for all these cute pens that I got. So I'll have all those linked in the blog post below. And don't forget to subscribe for more planner videos because I'll be doing a review for each of these ones over here for the planners as well. Alright, see you in the next video.